Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. And happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers and mothers of pets and mothers of other things. Mothers of congregations, yes. I'm Sarah Benson. This is my husband, Doug, and we're going to start off with a couple of songs. I invite you to stand if you'd like. And yeah, let's make some music.
Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God, of God, my God, of God, my God. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is laid in me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is laid in me, I will go, I will go, I will go. I will be, I will be, I will be.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Doug and Sarah, for starting our morning off with music. So good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Bonnie, the community spiritual leader here at the center, and I would like to welcome you all to the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, where our vision is a world in loving partnership for the good of all. And I also want to say a grateful Mother's Day to you all. I find it's hard to be happy all the time on Mother's Day for some of us, so I'm grateful for all that have mothered me and to all those I have mothered. And so I just say grateful Mother's Day to all of you. And I want to welcome anyone who's here for the first time. So please help yourself to a packet of information if you are new. I recognize everybody's face, so I guess I don't need to continue with that one. And welcome to everybody watching us online, either now or later, as this is being Zoomed and recorded. I also want to thank everyone who helped with the memorial for Reverend Bonnie Ellen Rice yesterday. We had a beautiful service, and I left things out there so anyone who missed it could see some of the mementos of her life and the pictures. And also, if you would like to see the service and weren't here, we recorded that as well. You can call our office and we'll send you the link. We're keeping that private to whoever wants to see it. We're not putting it out public. And a big reminder, our annual meeting is coming up. Sunday, June 2nd, we'll have a potluck following the service. Then we'll have our annual meeting. We do need a quorum of members, so we hope you all come. Members get to vote, but anyone is welcome, and everyone is welcome to express their opinions and share with us and listen to what we're all about. So please put that on your calendar, June 2nd, after the service. We have a spiritual circle that meets on Mondays at 11, and you can Zoom in for that, where you discuss articles from the Science of Mind magazine, and it's a good way to get to know each other and to support each other at the beginning of the week. The Yolanda Martinez drumming workshop has been set for June 29th to 30th. I got a call from her but was unable to finish talking to her, so I'll know more next Sunday. But we need you to register by the 15th of this month so that she knows what supplies to get and if we have enough people to make the workshop. And looking ahead into June, starting June 4th on Tuesdays for 4 weeks, Teresa Valenzuela, you did come back up here, is facilitating a book release workshop through our wonderful bookstore that she's now coordinator of. It's a Dennis Merritt Jones book, a new book of his, Fear Speaks, When Fear Speaks, Listen. So that should be a fun book study workshop to do with her. There's more information on that and a sign-up sheet in the social hall. So at this time, please welcome Teresa to the platform.
Hello, everybody. My name's Teresa Valenzuela. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. And I would like to make another little oomph for our first Wisdom Through the Pages workshop. Dennis Merritt Jones, his new book comes out Tuesday on the 14th. And if you register for the workshop, it's 4 weeks long. He's also developed a workbook that comes along with it. Your investment is $30, but if you register by the 14th, you also get a free copy of the book. So, because I'm going to place the order, oh, bless you, I'm going to place the order on the 15th. So there is a sign-up sheet out in the social hall. It's not one of our book studies. This is a workshop, and it's run a little bit differently, but I'm always guided by spirits, so... Anyway, just wanted to let you know. I wouldn't want you to miss getting a free copy if you're interested. So we believe in the power of prayer, which we call spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. Please fill out a prayer request, which can be found in pockets on the chair backs, and place them in the God can or one of the offering plates that are at either the only way you can get out, because we have this all bolted and locked. So we have a captive audience here. But thank you for choosing to be here with us, whether you're on Zoom or here in the room or listening to it later. Thank you very much. There's also a prayer request on our most fabulous, wonderful, amazing website that is up to date. And so visit that, even if not to to request prayer, but just to see all of the things that are going on in our center. Our prayer team meets on Tuesday afternoons, and it's made up of practitioners and ministers from the 4 local New Thought communities, and we pray with you in regards to your request, which, if you've taken a class, you understand that spiritual mind treatment means aligning myself. So I reap the benefits of your prayer requests. So come on down and bless my life. After service, those of us that are here with the stoles, we have Judy, thank you, and Bob here behind the, our IT guy. I'm not sure if that offends you, Bob, but thank you for being here. We're here to provide this service for you. When I first walked in here in December of 2007, we had practitioners lined up here and a line of people waiting for blessings. So I love to see that again. It blessed my life as a participant. There's also a gratitude card for what you are grateful for, and we love to see and hear and read how Spirit has manifested in your life. And so now it is time for song, silence, and prayer.
We are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, we are held in the hands of grace. You are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, we are held in the hands of grace. We are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, we are held in the hands of grace. We are held in the hands of grace.
And so I ground myself in that gratitude of love, joy, and kindness for all that energy and power that flows in, through, and around us. And I just step up and I say, yes, I am ready to receive. The day has already been blessed and just continues on forward, not looking to the left and not looking to the right, but straight ahead. Those wise words from our loving Reverend Bonnie, who we celebrated yesterday. Knowing that those angels just surround us and lead us and love us. And so knowing that everything is already done in that wonderful, loving perfection of the One, the I Am. So blessed to have Yvette here. My heart is open to receive those words of love and continuing to walk one day at a time. And just all the energy and love that come in physical form of people that have blessed already this building today. And just so grateful and thankful and releasing this and knowing it's done in that amazing perfection of the infinite universe, I say, and so it is. So this week's theme from CSL is the value-led life, I believe. And I just looked in the Science of Mind, this little skinny book here. And the very first paragraph in the very first chapter reminds me. We all look forward to the day when science and religion shall walk hand in hand through the visible to the invisible. Science knows nothing of opinion, but recognizes a government of law whose principles are universal. Yet any scientist who refuses to accept intangible values has no adequate basis for the values which they have already discovered. Revelation must keep faith with reason and religion with law, while intuition is ever spreading its wings for greater flights, and science must justify faith in the invisible, intangible values. And from another source, those intangible values for me, a few: courage, caring, faithfulness, equity, honesty, humility, peace, humor, kindness, and punctuality. And so it is.
Wow. All right, we have a special treat this morning. This is Doug's debut on the drums. All right, this song is called I Am the Thinker. It's by Sue Riley.
Who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. And if you ask me, who am I? I am wisdom, I am light, I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. And if you ask me, what am I? I am beauty, I am joy, I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. Oh, I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my
job. That woke us up and got us moving in mind and thought, and all those values that you were talking about right there in that song. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. So today, as Teresa already mentioned, we are excited to have Yvette Trujillo back in our midst. She has been a student of New Thought for over 20 years. She's a musician, religious science ministerial student at Emerson Institute. Yvette's mission is to reveal humanity's inherent compassion and loving kindness, and she is a walking example of that. Please welcome Yvette Trujillo.
Good morning. It's so wonderful to see you all again. It's been a little minute, yeah? It feels like a lot of minutes. Feels like a lot of minutes. Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you. And I want to start by sharing a poem that has been really powerful for me throughout my life. And I come back to it regularly. And I think that it's helpful for me to be able to share this with you today so that we can ground ourselves. And God bless my little pumpkin eyes. Aren't little reading glasses a blessing? Okay, The Road Not Taken. Yes, Robert, I hear that. Oh, yeah. By Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. I love this poem. Today I am talking about the value-led life. I'm talking about our values, what we hold as valuable, right? We have our valuables, we have the things that we cherish, and what are the values, the ideas, the principles that we hold as precious, that we hold them to our heart. And so I invite you to imagine that you're standing at a crossroads and faced with a decision that could significantly shape your future. Imagine that. And in that moment, what guides your choice? What helps you to pick between this road and that road? I remember when I was a young girl, and I was at this stage in my life. Many times I came across this crossroads. And in particular, I remember being in school at university and struggling so hard. I've had a challenge with processing information, and so college was particularly hard for me. And my parents it was just known that I would go to college, and I went in initially to be a voice major. And things happened, and some were incredibly challenging, and that option, as I understood, went away. Not quite by my choosing. And so I was in college, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do, because my whole life I was going to be a musician. I was going to go to university and get my degree in voice and do whatever people with a degree in voice do. I wasn't actually sure. I didn't quite know. But I knew that I was going to do this thing because I had been singing since I was a little girl and I loved it so much. But when I wasn't in the position where I felt like I could do that anymore at university, I stood at a crossroads and my parents were like, oh, become a teacher. We're teachers. It was great. And I'm like, not quite my thing. And so I didn't know what to do. And I stood at that crossroads, and what I knew that within myself that was a strong pull was for adventure. I wanted something different. And I also have a strong sense, as I've shared here many times before, of don't tell me what to do. I value don't tell me what to do. I do. I value the freedom to make my own decisions and to not be influenced by other people whose influence I don't want. People that I want their influence, I welcome every day of the week. I was at the crossroads, and I did indeed take the road less traveled. I decided at that time, young woman that I was, that university was challenging, I was having a hard time, and I wanted to go in a different direction. And that has been a difficult road to travel in this world, in this society, to move out into the world without the piece of paper that said I had a thing that I knew how to do, but I had the debt because I was really a far way along the way. But what moved me in the direction that was the road less traveled was a desire in my heart. Some of it was what I wanted or what I thought I wanted, the adventure, the newness, the unexpected, the thing I hadn't thought of before. And the other was a push away from don't tell me what to do. But there were values there that helped to guide me in a particular direction. Right? And so as we're talking today about the value-led life, we're going to look at the idea of what value is and how it does indeed help us to make decisions, but sometimes we're not always particularly conscious of our values. I know when I started to work on this talk, I had to pause for a good long moment because I hadn't really thought about my values in a while, not in a way that was up in front of me and I was considering as like, these are the things that I value, and so the choices that I'm making in my life are based on these. It had become more unconscious. It had become more a part of the background for me. So it's been a really, really wonderful gift. Now, for some of us, we may call that a gut feeling, right? We might have the words punctuality, courage, whatever those values might be. We might hold on to them and we might have them out in front of us all the time. But others of us might rely on something more like a gut feeling. What is it? I trust my body. And so I can trust my body to draw me in one direction or another. It might be that deeply held belief, or maybe a passion that burns deep inside you, that is that thing that draws you in a particular direction. These are the threads of our core values. And they're weaving in and out and around all aspects of our lives. So today we're delving into the heart of this concept of values, of our core values, and they're not just abstract ideals. Sometimes they can feel like they're abstract, but they're not just abstract ideals. They're actually the compass that steers us in our lives on this life journey, leading us towards something, maybe authenticity. Maybe it's leading us towards purpose, profound fulfillment, right? It is our compass. And the difference is, are we aware of what is leading us or not? Are they known or unknown? And what I know from my experience is that sometimes if I start to engage in certain things such as social media or the news, all of a sudden my brain starts processing information differently because I am being influenced by information that kind of has me go unconscious. I'm just taking stuff in. TikTok, Oh, I love TikTok. Don't get me wrong. Y'all know I love TikTok. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it. I get so much inspiration. And then every once in a while, I'm like, whoa, that's just been like 5 minutes of negative. And I'm thinking more negatively, and I'm speaking more negatively. Are those my values? No, they are not, but I've allowed myself through unconscious behavior and influence to begin to steer myself away from what I value. It's easy. I'm not calling it that you're wrong if you do it, that you're bad if you do it. It just is easy. It exists. It's a possibility. So it's important for us, I believe, to stay conscious of the things that actually are a part of our chosen compass. What are the aspects of our chosen compass? So as we embark on this exploration, let's uncover the power of aligning our actions with our passions and our beliefs. Because when we live in alignment with our core values, we unlock the full potential of who we are. We unlock the full potential of who we are, and we embark on an absolutely exhilarating journey. Exhilarating journey. What is driving you, make sure that you keep aligning back to that thing that is the truest ideal and value of your heart. But we gotta kind of make sure that we keep unearthing it, that we blow the dust off. And that's what preparing for this talk helped me to do. So let me start with a quote. As the alchemist of your own life, find a bit of the frequency you want to experience and place your attention there. As it becomes your perception, live from there. That's Reverend Michael Beckwith. You are an alchemist. You are the thing that is driving and directing where you are going and what you are experiencing all the time. And sometimes that is hard to see, especially when we're experiencing life as something less than we think we would desire. My dad likes to say, you have what you want and you are who you want to be. And that has been very hard for me to take in many, many times in my life. Because sometimes I look at it and I think, this isn't really who I want to be. But it's what I'm valuing at the time. It's the direction that I'm allowing myself to go in. And what I find is when I don't so much like it, I have taken my eye off of the values that actually drive me in the direction that I want my life to go in. So it's a wonderful example. And it's a wonderful way for me to tune back in to where's my compass? Where is my compass? So I want to define values. Values are the core beliefs and principles that guide our decisions and actions, reflecting what we deeply care about and how we navigate life with integrity and purpose. So the first thing that we would want to do, and we're not going to dive into that today, is do you know what your values are? Can you, if you sat down for a minute, could you begin to journal or draw or sketch out or pray or meditate and kind of begin to bubble up some of those things that are really true core values for you? Do you know what your core values are? Have you reevaluated your life and your values lately? It's something to revisit. Because as we grow and we change, those things also can grow and change and shift. And that's all beautiful and okay. We don't have to end up at the starting point. So let's begin by looking at attention. So just like a spotlight illuminates what's on a stage, right? You can imagine being in a dark hall with the stage out in front of you, and boom, that spotlight comes on. In that same way, where we focus our attention directs our experience and shapes our priorities. right? Where do we turn on that spotlight in our lives? Where are we focusing so that all the other things are diminished, but what is highlighted is right there, centered on the spotlight? What is that for you? Again, when I get unconscious, that can be directed for me. Instead of me saying with a conscious mind, I'm going to put my spotlight on the things that I love, on joy, on nature, on abundance, on connection, on friendship, on generosity. When I go unconscious, it's like me handing the controls over of that spotlight to social media. Ooh. Mr. Zuckerberg, here you go. Or news channel, cable news channel of choice, sometimes. Here you go. Here's the control of my spotlight. But when we become conscious, we get to direct that spotlight with intention. And when we consciously direct our attention towards what resonates with our values, we navigate life with that compass that guides us towards our authentic selves. Right? And then what begins to happen is that the different aspects of our lives begin to also align. And where we show up in different aspects of our life, be it here at the center, be it at work, be it in social circles, wherever we are with our families, we are showing up in the same way. We no longer have to do the change in the switch and we're going to circle back to this thing because it's work and I speak in this way. Or whatever it might be, I talk about love and conscious choice and transformation when I'm at church. That what begins to happen is that there is alignment within all areas of our lives because we are choosing to focus our spotlight and align and watch and follow our compass based on what we are choosing our life to be. That is so powerful. We have a choice to turn our attention to our values and our life begins to bubble up and reflect that very thing that we love and enjoy and that we're passionate about. Because we choose. And when we tap into that place where there is passion, where there is fire, and we allow that to guide us. Now, I know passion. What's your passion? What are you passionate about? That can be really intense for folks. Where are you lit up? What lights you up? Now, my wife doesn't necessarily gets caught up on the passion. I don't know, like something like that. I'm like, what lights you up, Belinda, beloved? Being with people, sitting around, laughing and talking, being real, being silly, not too serious, letting my heart be lightened by connection with other people. Well, hot damn, that's your passion. There's no requirement of impact that your passion must have, that you must make transformation happen in the world. What is it that lights you up? It is a fire within you. And there are powerful currents within that passion, within that thing that lights you up, that flow and guide us towards the experiences that will bring us joy. Passion, when we follow that thing that lights us up, gets to be like, when a plane is landing, those lights, at night, they're called something. But you know what I'm talking about. It begins to show the way out ahead of us, where we are directing ourselves. If we begin to center our values and listen for that passion, feel that fire of the thing that lights you up, and it helps to direct you. And when we tap into that, we connect to our values at a profound level. Whatever that passion is. There's no right or wrong. There's no, oh, that's deep enough and that's profound. There is nothing. What lights you up is perfect. And it's through this thing that lights us up that we express our values in tangible ways. Right? We get to engage in the thing that lights us up, the thing that is that passion, And all of a sudden, there is this thing that begins to happen that is creating that life of richness and purpose and fulfillment, all starting back at knowing what your values are, being conscious of them, and allowing the fire and the light of passion to guide your way forward. And engaging in that stokes that flame. Now, where our values come from are our beliefs. So our beliefs are the lens through which we view the world. They shape our thoughts, our attitudes, and our actions, and they influence how we show up in life, right? If you've taken foundations, what's the other one? The one after Beyond Limits, and now there's a new one. Oh, no. There's the introductory course to Science of Mind, where we talk about investigating, inquiring about what our beliefs are. I know when I went through Foundations the first time, I unearthed some beliefs, many, many beliefs, that I had never chosen. I was handed my beliefs by my family system. There were beliefs in lack and disconnection, never a belief in serving. You don't serve, you get paid to do stuff. Why would you give that away for free? My niece wanted to become a doctor so she could go participate in Doctors Without Borders, and my precious mama was like, why would you ever do that? You're going to get paid good money to do that, and you're going to have a lot of loans to pay off. It just wasn't a value in my family. But it was unconscious. And when I unearthed that, I checked in with myself and I thought, I've really been wanting to serve in this community, and something keeps stopping me. And I realized what? Serving is not a value in my family. We don't believe in it for whatever reasons, not wrong or right. My parents are my parents. I love them. They came to this however they did. But I don't agree. And so I was able to unearth that belief and make a new choice and create for myself a new belief, all by making conscious the thing that was unconscious. And there were a slew of things, of beliefs that were handed to me by my beloved family that had their own world of experiences that I was like, not actually aligned. Not actually aligned. Probably the biggest was earlier when, oops, sorry, I'm gay. I know we're Catholic. That doesn't align with that belief system. So I had to pick a new belief system that did align with my wholeness, with my authenticity, with the truth of who I was. We can all do that. We can examine our beliefs, take a look at them, and say, yeah, is this yes? Or maybe not. It's wonderful to do that regularly. It's a wonderful practice to question our beliefs. I really believe that we were put here to live our best life, to express ourselves fully. And even though sometimes checking in with our belief systems can feel threatening, it's a very valuable thing, because when we take time to examine and align our beliefs with our true selves, we create a solid foundation that is our own for a value system rooted in integrity and authenticity. Brené Brown, in her book Rising Strong, says, integrity is choosing courage over comfort. It's choosing what's right over what is fun or easy. It's choosing to practice your values rather than simply professing them. Are we living? Are we professing? Are we doing the hard things, even if they're hard because they align with the truest sense of who we are? That is that stoking of the fire, and our life is aligned and it feels more joyful, more satisfying. Doesn't mean it's always rainbows and butterflies, But when we face the challenges of life and we are living in alignment with our value system, when we are living through and daring to engage with our passions, then even the hard times, we can sense within ourselves that it is for us. You know, when I'm walking through a hard time, the most amazing thing for me is that I can sit back sometimes and say, but I know that I am living from integrity. I know that I am living in alignment with my core values, and so therefore I know that this must be for me. That this hard time, that this dark night of the soul is growing me, is deepening my roots, is expanding me, and is preparing me for that next wonderful thing that is about to unfold, unwrap like a present. I get to be grounded in that, even in the hard times, because I am grounded in my core values. Even when I forget them, sometimes it turns out, as I was exploring, I'm like, yep, I'm still doing it. I still value life. I still value my faith. I still value connection. I still value compassion and recognizing the wholeness in people. When we take this time to do that work, again, we are aligning ourselves. And it empowers us to live in harmony with our values, right? So even though, because I've done so much work with knowing and seeing and moving in integrity with that core value system, that even when I back off and I find myself doing this on my social media, I can pretty quickly go, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, how many of those things have I seen? What did I heart? What did I like? Where are the puppies? Where did the puppies go? Those are so, they make me so happy. But even when I'm not like pulling it up and looking at my values all the time, every day, because I've done so much work to center that, to be that firm foundation, it turns out when I take my eye off the ball a little bit, there is something in me that says, whoa, pumpkin, hey, this isn't what you value, sweetheart. And I can say, oh yeah, Spirit, you're right. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off for a little while. It empowers us to live in harmony with our values, making choices that resonate with our core principles and guiding us towards a life that reflects who we truly are. So as we explore these concepts, this idea, like the value-led life, where our attention goes, what that passion is, identifying it, knowing it, or it's not passion, just the thing that lights you up. That's enough. When we explore that, when we explore what our beliefs are, as we explore these concepts this week, I invite you to keep in mind the power that they hold on shaping our experience, our day-to-day, the experience of our life, guiding us toward a values-led life. A values-led life that is filled with purpose, that is filled with authenticity, that is filled with deep fulfillment. You can have that. You can have that right here and right now, no matter what the circumstances are of your life right now. You can have that deep fulfillment by centering, by knowing your values, by knowing what your beliefs are that lead to those values, by recognizing what your passion is and engaging in it, aligning yourself. And what happens is that your life, the universe, God, divinity is in a conspiracy for your good. That is where the spotlight is. And so what begins to burst up in that spotlight is a garden of your deep fulfillment. And so this week, I invite you to cultivate mindfulness, cultivate your conscious awareness of what your thoughts are, of where you're putting your attention, where that spotlight is. Did you hand it to Facebook? Did you hand it to TikTok? Did you hand it to cable news? Did you hand it to a person that you know at work that is not actually centered on the same kind of values that you are? You know. Or do you hold the controls for that spotlight. Align your actions as much as you can in tiny little ways this week with your values. Explore what might light you up. If you don't know, if you're like, I'm a writer and I love writing, fantastic. If you don't know, begin to explore what lights you up, what brings you joy, and begin to refine your belief system. What do you believe? What do you really believe? And is it yours? Or are you still holding on to something that you inherited? Live authentically, and when we do that, we get to move into this grand life that is our divine right. This is our divine right to have this beautiful, expansive, joy-filled, passionate life. I hope that you'll join me this week in focusing on these things. It will be nice to know as I'm driving back to Albuquerque, living my life up there, that I have a whole gaggle of friends that are doing that with me. So let's just move into prayer. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes or just lower your gaze. And turning our attention to the breath. That inspiration, that physical reminder that we are indeed connected, inspired, that Spirit is indwelling us all the time. That there is that one life, that one power, and that one presence that I call Spirit, I call divine, I call universe. We can call it whatever we want, but there is that one power and presence that flows through, in, and as all of creation, all of it without exception. It is that which we call good, and it is that which we call bad. It is that which we call right, and it is that which we call wrong. God is in the midst of everything all the time. And so I know that as that vibration, that essence of the fullness of life is flowing through everything, this podium, this room, that beautiful cool air, Zoom, recordings, that vibration and life of Spirit is indwelling me right here and right now. I am vibrating through every cell in the marrow of my bones with that life-giving presence of Spirit. And as I know that to be true, and I do, I know that to be true for everyone who can hear my voice, that power and presence, that infinite guidance and love and light and joy that is God is indwelling each and every one of us. And knowing that that is the truth of us, I know that this week unfolds, that there is a realization that there are spotlights turning on to the joy and life and passion and goodness of all of the values that are present in this gathering. And that spotlight encompasses and grows, and our attention is drawn, and our passions are revealed and engaged, and that we move into that alignment of Spirit with that highest and best good that we are here to be. And that happens easily and effortlessly. That we find ourselves walking through this weekend, whoo, there's an idea, there's a thought, oh, yes, that's a passion. That's a value. That's a belief. And we become aware. And through this awareness, I know that there is an uplifting of our experience into that beautiful and perfect alignment with our highest self, that beautiful and perfect alignment with the divine itself. And so as I know this to be the absolute truth for every person here today, every person who can hear my voice now, and for all of those beautiful creatures and creations that hear my voice at some point in the future, I know that this is the truth. I surrender my word with absolute expectation and joy, knowing that that expression and alignment of that value-led life is making itself known now. It is done now. Thank you, sweet Spirit. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
Thanks, Yvette. That was super helpful. Yeah. This song speaks to my values, and I'm sure to many of yours. It's called Path of Light, and it's by Peggy Lebo.
Trust in the Spirit. I will open my heart. I will always remember the truth of God that has brought me this far. So lead me on this path of light, and every step I take in faith leads me home to a place where all I know is love and grace. Lead me on this path of light. I'll shine a light in the darkness. I will bring forth the truth. I will always honor the beauty and light that I see in you. So lead me on this path of light, and every step I take in faith leads me home to a place where all I know is love and grace. Lead me on this path of light. As I breathe, I become completely one with the light and the love. Completely one. As I breathe, I become completely one with the light and the love. Completely one. Lead me on this path of light, and every step I take in faith leads me home to a place where all I know is love and grace. All I know is love. All I know is love. All I know is love and grace. Grace.
I'd say that song wrapped up that beautiful talk. Thank you so much, Yvette and Sarah, both of you. But let's tell Yvette thank you one more time. Thank you. Thanks for coming down and serving us today. So this is that opportunity that we have to think about giving back to the center, because we get to house this amazing experience, and not just what happens on Sunday, but what happens here all week long, all the meetings and all of the community that we support through these doors. And this month, our tithe recipient is Mesilla Valley Hospice. In honor of Reverend Bonnie Allen Rice, who served there as their chaplain for many years, we decided that we would tithe to them this month. So 10% of everything that comes through, including everything that her estate is bringing to us, goes back to Mesilla Valley Hospice. And so we're grateful for everything that they do in our community, for the work that she did there, and for our ability to continue her legacy in this way. So let's say our blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, in me. And we will sing, I am so blessed.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
So take the blessing of this morning with you and just spread it around. Shine that spotlight out there. Excuse me. Thank you all. Let's stand and sing our closing song. What is it?
Go out and shine.
All right.
Ready?
Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Step out and take a chance. Walk the talk, join the dance. Relax, enjoy the ride. Let kindness be your guide. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. One voice, one hand, one heart. Wanna change, make a start. We're one big family. What's good for you is good for me. Come on, go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine.
Go out and shine your light. Thank you, Yvette, one more time.
That was great. I like it.